Okay, so sorry, we're getting so close to the end there, and I just had some stuff come up that I needed to handle. Uh, Things are not able to wait every time, so I'm sure all you guys out there who are watching who are in marriages or relationships or whatever understand that things come up. And so we're going to complete this game here. We're in the top of the ninth. Two are on for the Phillies. Worth and Howard both walked back to back. So with one out, it'll be Jeff Jenkins at the plate. I had just realized that we brought him in as a double switch, and so he will hit here. Kind of somewhat hoping that we don't have to bring Madsen out of the game. Might let him actually hit, so we'll see. Thanks, Mr. Moley. I apologize for the. Actually, I forgot to. I should have done this while I was off the air. I should have redone the. He's a three minus one E11. Just I know that off the top of my head. It says it right there, but. Need to take out Bruntlet and put the pitcher's hitting card back in that spot. So, anyway, here we go. So we reset the game. First and second, one out. Jenkins at the plate. 3-7 fly ball to left field. That'll be caught by. That is not Paye. That's DeRosa out there. So two outs. Pedro Feliz. Carlos Marmol pitching, and that's going to be a foul out to the catcher to end the inning. So no runs with two left on base. We got, that's still tacky. Put this up against my light. That'll warm it up, and I'll blow on it. Warm it up again. Still a bit tacky, but all right. Like I said, I have it memorized. So the Phillies are successful in seeing Madsen be able to stay in the game. That was kind of the point of that double switch, and it works out. We don't need to use Lidge, because I would have used Lidge if we had to, but liquid paper. That is this is a different. I'm going to cover up the brand, but it's not a generic version, but it's yeah, it's mostly known as liquid paper. I believe so. Anybody with that likes somewhat useless knowledge, I believe it's the liquid paper. Fortune was left to, or one of the guys who inherited that is Mike Nesmith, who was the guitar player in the Monkees. So I think his mother was actually the inventor of liquid paper. Little known fact. Well, not little known, but known not by as many people as should, because that's pretty cool. So Fontenot will lead off here, the top of the bottom of the ninth. Phillies are ahead 12-7. Just need 3 outs out of Ryan Madsen, and they will take it back to Philly with a 1-1 series tie. As it looked like it was going to be not so good, that's going to be a grounder to Utley. Utley 2E14, so no problem getting to it. Will he commit an error? That's an 11. He will not. That will be an out. For out number 1, 2 outs away, Aramis Ramirez. Well, he's gone deep twice. How about a third time? 4-4 righty, fly ball to center. Victorino, 1, E2, 1 and 11, no problems. E2 and a 14 outs. And grounder to first. Howard underhands it to Madsen covering, and that will be it. See, that was a quick finish to a game that took a while. In this second part, of the game. So Phillies win. It looked pretty bad for them early on. As you can see, Myers not very effective. Gave up 6 runs in 5 innings, and but then the Phillies breach it. They're able to outlast Zambrano, who started getting wild, and they will win 12-7. So, winning pitcher. Well, let's see. They took the lead in the 6th. So Myers went 5 innings. He's going to be the winner, right? That's 7. So he pitched the 5th. They get the lead in the 6th. So he gets 7 runs of support and he wins the game. He's going to be 1-0. So that's a real surprise after having yeah, the wind was blowing out at Wrigley. Yes, it was. It's the 12s and the 16s. The loss goes to Zambrano, right? Let's see. He was responsible for all 6 in that inning. No save. Nobody. You would have had to have gone 3 innings if you were Madsen to earn a save. You would have had to come in the 7th and pitch 3. Not out of the question, but just didn't happen that way. So, series will move back to Philadelphia, and I don't know what this is for. It's like felt lined. I was keeping like a couple decks of cards in it. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. It's a nice box. Works out well for what I use it for. So I guess, as they say, smoke them if you got them. And if it were a cigar box, I guess you would smoke them. I don't know. It would have to be like small cigars, I assume. Maybe. I don't know. I forget who gave it to me. Might have been my parents. As you can see, it's starting to get a little dinged up there. The dice have been hitting it here for quite a while. Needs another coat of lacquer or whatever that is. Finish. Okay, so that is going to be it. I'm going to sign her off for the moment. Mr. Moley, again, I appreciate you asking about football. Trust me, it's something that I want to get going as well. But there's certain aspects that are daunting about getting it started and trying to figure out where I want to go with it, like how I want to utilize people and all, utilize players and how to decide that and all that. So I'm still putting those aspects together, but it shouldn't take long to do that. It's just kind of like settling on a system. And I had a system I had started to develop before, so I might just use that. But sometimes when you have, I kind of feel like this is still sitting here, and I want to kind of get things moving along in this so I can just be done with the whole project. I said earlier on in the other video for this game, if you read my mind, there was a point in this where I was just thinking to myself, man, I could have just had this be it for for this season. But again, it seems like every time that I've come to that conclusion, something continues to bring me back. So I'm definitely not going to give up on this now that we're here. I mean, I'm not worried about the Phillies. I did, it wasn't going great, but it wasn't like it was a serious thought in my mind of like, oh boy, maybe I should just punt it. But I do think it's easy to feel that way, and but like I said, the vested interest in this isn't really. If the Phillies were to lose this, if the Phillies lose this series, the Phillies lose this series. It's not going to be a big impact on my intentions or anything like that. It's I would still play this out. So hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out get things sorted out here, and I got to remember who. Oh, Reed Johnson was the one that was injured. Yeah, I mean it's tough when you have certain certain, you know, you don't want to. What I'm trying not to do is have expectations, but it's not easy to prevent those from developing. But I think everything's going all right. You know, this was things. So they'll get Soriano back. Derek Lee is gone, and now they're gonna have to figure out someone else to replace Reed Johnson. And I've got to look at their usage and see who that is. We might bring in another pitcher. Could be Matt Merton. Yeah, sorry about that, Beatles. Patterson and Merton, I just don't know if either of those guys would have been available for him. So I got to kind of take a look through that and see where it makes sense, because Johnson with a 5-game injury, he's not going to be back till the next series. So it's really affecting the Cubs. They've been the ones that have gotten injury rolls. So Phillies have avoided it so far. So anyway, all right, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching. Probably a little later this morning, I will look to get in the first game of Cleveland-Boston. So Cleveland-Boston. So probably all the Red Sox contingent will be out to cheer them on. So all right, see you later, guys. Thanks for tuning in for the 12 minutes that this has been going on, and we'll be back a little later today. Snow day, yay, bye.